Okay, well, I'm back and still floundering away at day two. Uh, so I guess I'll just get into it. Looks like I'm already in my directories here, but we want to go into 2024 here. And I guess what I want to do is, after a suggestion in chat last night, I think I'm going to do this a little bit differently. So, each line is a report. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking I'll just nuke all this for the most part. Um, but so each line is a report. So we have those reports, and then we want to, I think there's a split white space function. So yeah, so we'll split this on white space. And then I guess we'll map those values by trying to parse them. And actually, we're going to unwrap them right away because I believe parse returns an option or a result based on whether it's actually able to parse or not. And I guess for now, we'll just collect them, and this will be our levels. I don't know. We'll just do something like that. So now I believe we should have our levels. So I guess what we'll do now is I think there's some sort of window method. Well, I guess that, oh, we probably need to say what that is. So I think this will be a vec of I32s. I should probably put that in the right place. Okay, so I guess that means we're going to need to get an iterator out of this. So we want the window to be a size of 2. And then I guess this will be I think we're probably going to get our previous and our next in there, and we want to just do next minus previous. So that should be all our changes. So now I guess what we actually want to do is we want to reduce this. Or maybe like an any. Or all, actually. I guess all. So and we need our predicate. So we'll get our change here. And I guess let's do is valid change. And I guess before we do this, we want, well, let's just, I guess what we really want to do is call that like is safe change. and will be what I think I want to do here is take in something like a mutable reference to a progression. We'll call that progression. So if change equals 0, or I suppose I should actually make that 0. Or it's greater than 3. Let's just return false. So now let's match. I think I can do something like progression and change less than 0. So what we'll do is we'll do actually just so we're going to make this an enum, and I guess we'll go who knows, maybe increasing, decreasing. Actually, that I need that. So we'll do who knows and I guess we'll do who knows and true. Well, actually, I guess we'll probably want this to be a statement, so we'll do progression, I guess to be whatever, to be the same for both, I guess. So we'll do progression equals maybe increasing, and we'll return true. That's false. We'll do decreasing, and if we have maybe increasing, let's see, change. Then we'll just return true, and maybe then return true, and otherwise we'll, I guess we don't need pose in that case. So what do we have? We had let mutable safe equal 0, I guess, and then we basically want to say perfect plus equals 1. And then at the end of all this, we'll return perfect and save. And we're going to want to pass in the change and our progression, I guess. So we want And actually, that'll have to be a mutable reference. Let's see what we have here. I'm not sure why we need to do that. Is that okay? So I need to figure out how to use the neumes, I guess. Actually, this is what. So I guess I need to prefix it. That's what's going on. Let's see what that does for us. It's fine. No, was it Windows? Obviously not in line 2. Oh, I just deleted 2 lines. I renamed it, didn't I? Maybe. I don't need to make an iter out of this. Is that what this is telling me? Can I destructure this? Seems unlikely. So now what I do, no idea how to destructure this, or, okay, where is the stupid method? So I guess I just got to index into them, huh? Okay, so I guess we'll just do. Why is this unreachable? No value can reach this. What about maybe increasing false and maybe decreasing true? Would I have to prefix this? Um, well, that's just a warning. Uh, 25. I guess changes all. That's immutable borrow. Okay, well, you say so. Uh, why do I need to? I actually don't know if I need to do that, but Okay. That moves the value. All right, where did we fail? Part two. Okay. So, so I guess what we're gonna do here is we'll just try and brute force this. So, what we're gonna have is a mutable, I guess, skip. I'm a little bit confused about. Right, isn't it an option like an enum type? I don't know. Maybe this is just because it's built in. I don't need to. Or I suppose what it is, it's these are defined as their own structs and then made part of the option enum, I guess. But then I don't know. Guess I won't worry about it. Um, so and then I may want to do this windows beforehand so I know how many windows we have. Um, and we're going to bump all this in. So we don't need to do that, but we want changes. What we want to do is filter. And we want so if it's none, we want to return true. And actually, I think it's probably is none. All right. So we'll map that. This is getting a little silly here, but it will. Suppose you could even bump that in some more. So while we're not safe, and we haven't skipped everything, I may just bump this out for the moment. So we want to filter out whatever change we're skipping. So if it's none or a different index, we return true. That means it won't filter it. And I think I probably need to match up parentheses there. So then we get our window. We just want to calculate the change, and I guess that should return, that should do that. So what we'll do is we'll actually, right, I want to change this. That's probably not going to work. I think I probably have to make that. So actually, we'll set that to true, and then we'll break. So I doubt that will work, but we'll see. Oh, that's right. We want to filter by key. So I guess we need enumerate. I guess we'll bump that down here. Oh, I guess this is how I do that in there. Oh, that's right. It's so I'm confused why that works here, but not here. So I guess an element is, right, a packaged up index and a change. Okay. I just want to know what a predicate is supposed to take. Well, it's used up here. This reinitialization might get skipped. I don't know if I actually believe you, but okay. We're Oh, I see what it's saying. All right. I guess what we can do is hey Lutha Field D, how are you? I'm just struggling with the Rust and the advent of code right now. Oh well, thank you. When I see you followed, thanks for the follow. I'm working on advent of code, and probably not the smartest idea, but I'm using that as an opportunity to learn Rust. So when I'm not struggling with the advent of code problems, I'm struggling with, well, figuring out how to use Rust. But right now I'm on day 2 of advent of code. So what we have here is they give us these lists of numbers. So for each row, we need to check if all the numbers are either increasing or decreasing, and if that amount of decrease is between 1 and 3. And so we need to go through each row and basically say how many rows meet that criteria. So like here's the example. So that's part 1, which was easy enough. Now I've been struggling for quite a while on part 2, where it's the exact same conditions, but you if any one of these rows is unsafe, is what they say, you can remove any one of the numbers from there, and if that makes the entire row safe, then the row is safe. So It makes it more of these, they call them reports. Each line is a report. It makes more of those reports save. So that is what I'm working on right now. And yeah, I got part one relatively easily, but part two, I have just found increasingly creative ways to not solve it. And if I don't get it today, I don't know. I may have to throw the towel in. Hopefully that explanation made sense. I kind of rushed through it. Yeah, I haven't. This is my. I mean, I've done really my first time doing advent of code, so I didn't really have any notion of how complicated the problems are. Um, and this is just day two, and I think in general they're supposed to get harder. So I don't know if this is what day two is like. Then I may, like I said, I may throw in the towel pretty quickly. Um, so what I'm going to do here. So right now, I don't know. Do you know Rust very much? I mean, not that I know very much, but essentially what I'm doing is I'm breaking, right, where's my input? This is day two. So, right, this is the file they given me, although was it like 1,000 lines of input? Although I also have a test down here. I basically have the test input that they put in the example. So essentially I was doing this a completely different way, but someone else in chat last night made a suggestion. So it kind of I have all this commented out old stuff that I was trying. But so I'm taking my input and breaking it up into separate lines. So that each line is a report. And then I'm splitting each number, everything in that line, splitting that along the white space. So that now gives me an iterator of the individual numbers. And I'm basically parsing, right, the string value into a integer, and then I'm just collecting all those values up into a vector. And so now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to split these or pair these up into 2 by 2 and then calculate the actual change between all of them. So that's kind of what I was working on when you walked in. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I haven't done much game dev. I do software professionally, but not in the games industry. Normally, I'm in C++, but I like C a lot more. But Rust seems to uh, be getting some traction, so I figured it might be time to learn it at least a little bit. Nothing else, I can maybe stick it on my resume. Not that I'm looking for a job or anything, but just always good to learn more stuff. So what I do, I think I deleted something and never pasted it. So let's. So now we're gonna get this will be our window. So this window should have two elements in it. So we're just gonna pick out those elements and then calculate the change. And I think that should oh, thanks so much. Well, thanks for stopping in. Yeah, if you're lurking or rolling out right away, that's cool. Or if you have questions, please feel free to ask. But appreciate you stopping in and dropping the follow. So I think in this case, that might take care of my little problem there. Oh, and now I've got to pull. I guess now I've got to pull the pull that enumerator back or that index back out. So I don't know. Will this work here? So I don't know why this structuring doesn't work here. Do I not need to reference it? Okay. So move. I'm not quite sure what this is telling me. Okay. So this is telling me this is moved. I'm not actually sure what this is pointing to. Does enumerate, that moves it. I really don't want to clone that. I should have no need to clone that. I assume just making that a reference won't fix anything. Well, I don't necessarily just want to iterate it. Okay, I guess um So now we just want to map this. Actually, I guess skeptical. I'm skeptical. Well, yeah, I don't want to. That's not what I want. Can't index into that. Guess we're collecting those again. Which I suppose I don't have to do. I suppose I can just. I feel like I should be using that. So we still failed. So that's dope. Yep. So let's just see what we get here. So we got -1, -2, -2, -1. 1, 5, 1, 1. 9 -2, -1, -4, -1. 2, -1, 2, 1. It's 2, -2, 0. All right. I guess that doesn't have a default formatter. So all right, progression can't be. What derive? Okay. I suppose I should print out the result of all this. Yep. So it seems like that should have been perfect. we're good. So we should be perfect. Why do we not think, oh, because I'm printing out the wrong value. That's why. Okay, that's an unsafe amount. So we're skipping 0. Oh, yeah. All right. Okay, we don't need that. We've got to recalculate all our changes every time we take a node out. So we do the filter here. So I suppose we need to enumerate those. Which I probably need to take an iterator first. And I'm kind of done with all this. I guess we'll take that back out. Actually, right, yeah. So pretty sure we need an iterator there. That's going to consume the iterator. Then I guess we're taking. We'll just take the index back out. So here we're getting the index and the value. We don't care what the index is. We just want to see if we're not supposed to skip anything. Then we pull the, basically throw the index away, get the change back out. Then I guess we'll apply our windows. And then we'll do our change. Now we don't even need to collect them. I guess we just need to actually here we'll get the change directly. Um, Well, I guess I want to call this safe again. For some reason, this is not at the right level of indentation. I don't know, we'll just call it local right now. Okay, so why do I feel like it's misaligned? Okay, I guess it's not. All right, so okay, so if that's the case, actually, I guess we could just set guess we can do that maybe. Oh, that's right. I need to make that a that type there made 0 cents. So now it's not a reference. Doesn't map return an iterator? So can window not be called an iterator? Oh, no, wait. It's called on a slice. No? But this is experimental, right? So that's not available? So I guess I gotta probably have to collect everything up again. Oh, is that why I needed to do that? Uh, this is so stupid. So I need to what, collect these twice? Right, it said I can't do that. All right, so I guess what, we need to turn a map into a slice or something. So how do I do this myself? No, we don't have like chunks, right? All right, well, I guess I need to collect these again. All right. Actually, can I just do that directly? I guess for now we'll just uh, isn't it right here? I guess we can just get rid of those. All right, so let's see here. Parse everything in and collect them. So we actually can just get rid of this. We can at least get rid of this collect, I think. So let's see here. Is that what that's telling me? I guess so. All right. So I guess we can't window before we filter because right we would have to at that point like uh the element we're supposed to skip is going to show up in those two windows. Um well, it doesn't seem particularly elegant or efficient, but I guess it's the answer. And at this point, I don't know how much I care about improving this at all. So that took me another 2 hours or so, hour and a half. Um, I guess we could make those U's. That's so that's probably gonna break a lot of things. No. Okay. So we ended up not actually even needing to move that parse out of day one. So actually, I guess what I could do is just stash, which I probably won't do. Okay. So I guess the question is if I want to move on to day three right away or knock off for a bit. Let's read what the problem is. Our computers are having issues, so I have no idea if we have any chief historians in stock. You're welcome to check the warehouse, though, says the mildly flustered shopkeeper at the North Pole toboggan rental shop. The any chief historians, okay. The mildly flustered shopkeeper at the North Pole toboggan rental shop. The historians head out to take a look. The shopkeeper turns to you. Any chance you can see why our computers are having issues again? The computer appears to be trying to run a program, but its memory, your puzzle input, is corrupted. All of the instructions have been jumbled up. It seems like the goal of the program is to just multiply some numbers. It does that with instructions like mul xy, where x and y are each 1 to 3-digit numbers. For instance, mul 46 multiplies 44 by 46 to get a result of 2024. Similarly with mul 123 and 4. However, because the program's memory has been corrupted, there are also many invalid characters that should be ignored, even if they look like part of a mul instruction. Sequences like mul, blah, blah, blah. So spaces are invalid do nothing. For example, considering the following section of corrupted memory. Only the four highlighted sections are real. Adding up the result of each produces 161. Scan the corrupted memory. What do you get up if you add up all the multiplications? All right. What are we doing? Projects. That didn't help at all. Oh, because it's once put it in. All right. Well, I think I may, I don't know. I actually think I may wrap up and I don't know, maybe pick this up later tonight, not sure yet. Or, just not. Anyway, if anybody's lurking or watching this on the VAD afterwards, appreciate you for joining me.